Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest V. Last episode, we married Flora, but we're going to continue this playthrough by marrying Bianca. So I'm back here with Ludman. He asked us if we thought it over, and I told him no. So he's like, well, that's weird. But I'll show off, I'll restart and show off what you say if you basically say yes, so that you did think it over. So we're going to tell Bianca that we're going to marry her. But then we're just going to say no, and we're going to leave and try to marry the maid. Yeah, unlike Mr. Ludman, when you talk with, if you talk with him, when you ask who he wants to marry, the maid, they don't get any dialogue with the maid. So, Bean, do you really want to marry me? Flora seems so much more feminine. Oh, so you're saying that I'm unladylike, and you still want to marry me despite that? Oh, Bean, I love you. That means we can travel together again. Indeed it does. At any rate, Bean has chosen. Let the preparations begin. The bride will change at my second house. And Bianca goes off, and just like when we married Flora, Bianca went to help. Well, now Flora is going to help Bianca get ready. I've heard there was a fine master tools-man living in some hole in the mountain village. Yeah, I didn't even realize you said hole. So that's your like clue where you have to go. I just figured, you go to the guy who sells items, but he specifically tells you right there where you need to go, to the guy who lives in the hole in the mountain village. So we'll be going there to pick up the veil, and for the most part things will be basically the same as when we married Flora, but I'll still keep it in because, like I said, we get a little bit of some dialogue change. So, but Prince Henry's still going to visit us, and we're still gonna get married, but there's a few things I'll just show off differently. So we'll go talk with some of the folks in town, see what they have to say. Thanks to this wedding, I'll be able to take off work for a while. And her husband is up here. He's one of the ones guarding the church. And they kicked the priest out. I guess he was getting in the way. Well, like I said, he was getting in the way. But they allow you to, save your game here if you want. These folks, we're in the middle of preparation for this wedding, so no one can enter. It's been crazy with the preparations all morning. Well, you better go get the silk veil to give to your bride. So we'll do that, and let's talk with Andy and let them know that basically we're not marrying Flora. I heard they're not marrying Flora after all. And now with Andy's feeling better and all, I just feel like everything's going to be wonderful. That guy's going to, I guess, get memories of his own wedding. And Andy is sleeping soundly. So he will be up later on after our wedding. We can talk with him. But for now, like I said, we're going to go up to the mountain village, grab the silk veil, and then come on back. Welcome. I hope you have a wonderful wedding. Well, thank you. I heard that you were going to marry Bianca. Good luck to you both. Yeah, marrying Bianca just seems like the right thing to do. She seems more excited to go adventuring with us, and like I said, it ends up happy for Flora anyway, because she ends up marrying Andy. So we're gonna make our party here, and yeah, Slaylin won't be getting much use. Like I said, I'll going back to Generation 1 with Bean, Bianca, and Barango as a party. But I will keep Slaylin around just for a little bit longer, because there are going to be some dungeons where we ain't allowed to bring Bianca. So, speaking of Bianca, let's go talk with Duncan and let him know that, hey, your daughter, well, not really his daughter, she's adopted, but we'll let him know that, hey, your adopted daughter, we are marrying her. Oh, Bean, what happened to Bianca? Getting ready for the wedding. So that means you asked Bianca to marry you? Thank you so much. Now I can truly be at peace. Bean, take good care of Bianca for me. All right. We will. That includes getting the veil for her right now. So let's go, like I said, to the guy who lives in the hole. Exactly what Ludman said. Get the veil. Like I said, it's a really good piece of headgear, and I'll show you that how much better it is defensively once we marry Bianca. We'll get to equip her. At the wedding, you also notice that I'll show off that your rings, you automatically get the rings equipped on you. Bean will get the flame ring, and Bianca will get the water ring. So said, do you want to keep them on your characters? Because they'll be needed through, along with a third ring, this life ring, to as kind of keys to get into this a new dungeon, a new area. So we won't get the life ring for a long time, so. But they give us, like I said, the fire and water one will give us some area of attack spells. So here we are, heading into the town at night. Doesn't matter when you come in, things are all going to be the same whether it's day or night. The wedding's going to take place and the same things are going to happen. Prince Henry's going to come whether it's day or night. It's not like you spend the night and it has to be the day. The bride's preparations are done. Please go inside. Well then, Bean, place the silk veil over your bride's head. And there was Bianca. Bean placed a silk veil over Bianca's head. Bean, thank you. Well, hurry up and get us to church, silly. Well, I will do. Please hurry to church. Everyone is waiting for you. But right now, it's Henry. He didn't get to meet Bianca. She left the party before we went to Reinhardt. Bean, congratulations, what a wonderful bride you found. Don't try to act all cool and screw up during the ceremony, okay? They won't let you screw up during the ceremony. I'll try to screw up during the ceremony, but yeah, they won't let you. So, yeah, you're pretty much set right now. So we just talk with them people, and they'll let us into the church. Finished all the decorations in here, so please go on in, and congratulations. We finished all the decorations in here, so please go on in, and congratulations. Well, we're not gonna go to church. Let's just wander out and elope. I mean, it's just, Bean, where you going? The church ain't over there. Yeah, they won't let you leave the thing. It would be neat if you could, like, walk around the rest of the game with Bianca in the wedding dress, and everything just proceed as normal. But, nope, we have to go get married. So, like I said, we'll get married, and we won't be able to screw the wedding up. I guess the only way we could screw the wedding up is when they ask us if we want to marry. So, right here. If you select no, it just takes you right back to this menu. Yeah, no matter, you don't even get like a dialogue like, don't fool around or don't joke around. Yeah, you automatically are stuck, forced to say yes. And then of course Bianca says yes. We exchange the rings, then we exchange a kiss. And then we get to march out as husband and wife. New family hasn't born. I beg you, watch over and guide these two. And you'll see that. Congratulations, Bean. You're lucky. Bean, Miss Bianca, I wish you all the happiness you deserve. Bean, take care of your wife. Will do. She is very important. And so Bean and Bianca were married. Celebration and festivities carried deep into the night. In the morning light, and we wake up. Morning, Bean. Did you sleep well? It's almost noon, you know. Gosh, I can hardly believe it. We're really married, aren't we? Bean, I know I'm a terrible tomboy, but I know I'll love you forever. That just didn't sound like me, did it? Bean, I never wanted us to be apart, and you owe me a few adventures. She will be adventuring with us for a while, but she's technically not like a permanent party member. She's going to disappear for a while, so. But while she is in our party, we will definitely be using her. Yeah, she's, like I said, a much better Merlin, you know. So let's see her equipment here. Same stuff she had when she was with our party earlier, but we're going to give her that silk veil now. And you see she comes equipped with the ring of water, and Bean has the fire ring on. So let's just equip that silk veil. And yeah, 23 more defensive points. And that's good for Bianca because, as you see, Bianca is pretty far behind in levels and hit points as well. So having that extra defense will be really good. Now, if you have a whole bunch of monsters and they're like really, really good monsters, I mean, if you just keep Bianca or your wife, whoever your wife is, back in the wagon. Don't worry about Flora, right? I'm sure she'll find the right person eventually. Yeah, she already found the right person, Mr. Andy. They deserve to be together. Let's talk with her. Watching your wedding, I was always jealous seeing how happy the two of you truly were. Please come back and see us anytime. Maybe then I'll be happily married myself. as I said, she will end up getting married. Ah, the happy couple. How cute you two look together. Henry and his wife left early this morning, but before we did, we got to hear about your story, Bean. Like a story about your quest to find the legendary hero. On that note, here, take this wedding gift from me. I unlocked the treasure box back there, so take what you wish. Oh yes, I sent out a message to Port Selmy to give you unlimited use of my ship. At any rate, I think much of you, Bean, as a man. I wish you and your wife good luck on your travels. So yeah, I didn't think we got the Zenithian shield right away here, or this 2,000 gold. We do have to come back and do another quest for Ludman later on in the game, and I thought after we completed that quest, that's when we get the Zenithian shield. But it's been a while since I've actually played through with Bianca. Like I said, for my test run, I did the Flora marriage. You notice though, with the Flora marriage, he instantly sent us up to that place to check the color of the jar. We saw it was blue, and he was like, "Oh, that's good," you know. Like I said, that's a preview of the quest that we'll get later on for him. And it revolves around that jar. So yeah, later on we prompted to come back here, and that's when Ludman will tell us to go check on that jar, and we'll learn more about why that jar is important, the significance of it. But yes, that's one change I immediately see. You don't get sent on that little side quest to go look at the jar color. Two people who once strangers and led completely different lives now become one and walk the same path. God has truly blessed us with something miraculous with marriage. And we'll get our own little miracle later on in the game. But first, let's just finish talking with all the people, and then we'll go to Port Selmy. I wish you can get married too. I drank way too much yesterday. Oh no, I'll drink as a countermeasure. That doesn't sound very smart. Glad you found someone so wonderful. We are going to now head, like I said, to Port Selmy. We'll do a warp there. Get Master Ludman's ship. If you had married Flora, you would have stood to inherit all Ludman's force eventually. I can't believe that you picked Bianca anyway. Well, money ain't all that important. We're getting more than enough money just by, fighting monsters. So. And now Andy's up. I just feel so pathetic. I got hurt and made Flora worry ceaselessly about me. From now on, it's going to be different. I'm going to make something of myself. And when I do, I'll ask Flora to... He trails off there, but obviously he's going to ask Flora to marry him. So I guess we kind of gave Andy some motivation to better himself and be a better man for Flora. He only knew the Blaze spell. Maybe he'll learn like the Firebolt and the Exploded spell. Alright. So let's make our party Bean, Barongo, and Bianca. Throwback, like I said, to Generation 1. Now we're going to throw ourselves back to Port Selmy, but I hit the button too fast and I actually warped somewhere else. You know, I pressed down one too many times, but that's okay. We will be healing up at an inn later on. So the small amount of magic points we use to warp to Port Selmy for that wrong warp ain't really a problem. So let's head talk with the guy who was guarding Ludman's ship. We can sell that hat there. Drop some stuff off in the depository. We have a few things to get rid of. Clear up our inventory. Because we can start, we'll be able to start getting items from the Metal King if we want to. We'll have access now when we get the ship. We'll have access to get to the Metal King, and a lot of the items you obviously want to save your metals. The more you turn in, the better equipment you get. But I'm just gonna try and get all the equipment just to show it off, show what it does. So we need some inventory space. Dropped off the Zenithian shield there. Now with Bianca and Bean both having targeted attacks, or the bladed boomerang ain't that important anymore. Plus it was just getting so weak. Yeah, it hit everyone on the screen, but you know, if you didn't have a lot of monsters, it was pointless. You know, like I said, when you fought those lava monsters, the lava savages, it was so much better to have just one stronger weapon. So, and right now a lot of weapons are going to be you know, just increasing in power a lot. So, well, the single-handed weapons, or the single-target weapons, are just basically better. So, and this guy tells us that you know, the ship is ours, but he points us in the direction that we should maybe head to the tavern and talk with people. And this is the game's way of basically telling you where you need to go with your ship. Now, there's not a lot of places you can go with your ship, because I'll show that off. But we're basically in the inner sea right now. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 1, where you had the inner sea and you couldn't leave the inner sea until you got the dynamite and had the dwarf blow the hole and make the canal. And then you got to the outer sea. All the inner sea exits are blocked by shoals. So you won't be able to get to the outer sea and to a whole bunch of different destinations until the third generation. For now, like I said, we are going to be stuck in the inner sea. But I'll show off all the exits out of the inner sea and how they are blocked off. But basically, we were told to take the ship and head south. There's a desert down there. Apparently, there's some more leads onto the legendary hero. Right, there's like his grave there or something, and somebody else is looking for him down there. So we're gonna head down there, see the desert straight to the south of us. But first, we're going to go to the north west, then the northeast, and then we'll head to the south. Because the northwest is the closest where there would be an exit. But like you see, you'll see there's shoals blocking the way. I know I brought up Final Fantasy just earlier. In the northeast here, there's going to be a bridge blocking the way. Unlike the bridge in that King Corneria built for the Light Warriors after they rescued Princess Sarah, he built a bridge big enough that a ship, or tall enough that a ship can slide under it. That allowed you to get to Matoya's cave easier. But here, you can't go under the bridges. You will instantly step off your boat and be back on the land again. So we got some new enemies here. There's a few new sea monsters now that we're gonna get. Just please your sword here. And the ghost captain there, he summoned the sea dog. But we saw him a little earlier. He was one of the enemies that you can find on the river up to the waterfall cave. So please your sword's kind of annoying because they can summon their strength and hit you harder in the next turn. You saw the ghost captain. The big thing with him is he summons help. I guess being the captain, he can help. He has minions. Just checking out my map here. Yep, here's the northwest, the northeastern area. As you see, there'll be a bridge that we can't get under. Oops. And then I said we'll head south. Everything on the east side of the inner sea is all landlocked. There's just one more water area that would potentially be a way out to the south. But once again, it'll be blocked by shoals. So head on south. Maybe get a few new enemies. They really reduced the encounter rate in the seas here. Dragon Quest II, where you first got your boat, encounter rates on the seas were pretty high. But then again, I guess they wanted you to get a lot of levels because that game was really open-ended once you got to the sea. You could find yourself going to places where the monsters were much too tougher. So I guess they forced you to get into a lot of encounters on the sea. And the sea monsters actually gave pretty decent experience, especially compared to the land enemies that you just got done fighting. So let's check out the map again and see where we're at. Just want to see how close we are. Almost there. So we were told to go to the island on the desert island. But immediately to the southeast of that is this island here. And this is the Metal King Island, where all our metals have been being sent to. We don't know that yet, but we'll learn that in like a few minutes. So someone's going to tell us what this island is. So we're going to first go to, and more souls there, so yep, we're stuck on the inner sea. We're going to head to the desert here. Now we're there's a castle over to the west, but before we go there, they don't really tell you that there's an oasis here, but I guess that's just your a good guess to make. You know, if you played Dragon Quest 3, remember there was the oasis around Isis, and you just step there, and that took you into the castle. So yeah, it's kind of a clue from an old thing. But yeah, this guy comes out and he basically tells us that to the west is the castle town of Telepador, and to the southeast, that island, is the Metal King's castle. So, like I said, we'll be visiting both of them. Speaking of Metal King, we just found another medal to send him. So, now we'll head across the desert, and surprisingly, I got lucky. I didn't encounter any monsters on the way to the desert. So, and here we are in Telepador. It's kind of reminds me of South Figaro. There's going to be a main castle, but there's going to be like some offshoots and stuff. South Figaro is in, Figaro is in Final Fantasy VI. I had plans to play that game next year, but plans have changed a little bit. I might get to it, but there's a few other games. I want to finish all the regular Nintendo games I have to finish off. That way all the Nintendo games are done, and then I can move on to Super Nintendo and computer games and stuff. But speaking of moving on, we'll be moving on to our next episode. We'll save right here. Next episode, we'll continue to explore this place at night. Then we'll stay at the inn, heal up, and explore during the day. There's actually something that changes if we marry Flora in this town, and I will show that change off, like I said, in the next episode. So take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and that you'll come back for tomorrow's episode. Have a good one, take care. Thanks for everything. Bye.